Fast break for the net. Enriquez is there for the putback. There for the putback. Pero deep na si Castor for the corner 3. Jared Castor hits that 3-pointer.
Sabi niya si Flores, laro lang ng bata umatake at 12 na.
Soriano fronting. On Wolverine Sydney. On Wolverine throwing up a triple.
Rosen is not known as a three-point shooter. Pero ito si Grot.
Hirap mapasok ito ng Letran Knights. Si Andoy Estrella. At may foul na tinawag dito. Just Beda completes that backdoor play. Drops it down low to Ilagan. Ilagan for 3. Ilagan is on fire! Long distance 3. Ginamitan pa ng bantay. Lista mo na. Magandang tanghali po sa inyong lahat. Nagbabalik tayo sa loob ng Philoel Flying V Center sa lungsod ng San Juan on a Friday, September 22, 2017. Muli magandang tanghali po. At ang una sa ating triple header on this Friday, it's gonna be the JRU Heavy Bombers going up against our defending champions, the Beda Red Lions, for the first game again. Pagkatapos po niyan, EAC Generals naman at Arellano University Chiefs ang magbabakbakan. At ang ating ikatlong laro ngayong araw na ito, Mapua University Cardinals and the Colegio de San Juan de Letran Knights, rounding up, of course, our triple header again on a Friday. You guys are watching live on SNA HD, the Filipino channel, TFC.TV, and the #1 sports website in the country, sports.abs-CBN.com. Ako po si Martin Javier, naglilingkod sa inyo ngayong hapon na ito. Kasama ko ngayon, strength and conditioning specialist, si Coach Hammer Martin Antonio, aka Jason Statham. Dito sa season
Jason
93.
Magandang tanghali, Martin. Magandang tanghali, mga kapamilya. Trips left on day 29 of the NCAA. Napakagandang mga laban. Sisimulan natin ngayon with 2 Final Four contenders.
At sabi mo nga, 2 Final Four contenders. JRU sa kabilang dako, they're on a losing streak right now. Lost 2 games in a row. San Beda naman, ayaw nilang ma-break yung kanilang 10-game winning streak. They want to extend that and inch closer to a Final Four berth dito sa ating Season 93 as we take a look at our team standings right now.
The LPU Pirates sinecure na ang isa sa mga pwesto dyan sa Final Four with their 13th straight win kahapon. Napakaganda nung kanilang inilaro. Pumapangalawa dyan ang ngayong maglalarong San Beda Red Lions with a 11-1 record. Makikita natin na nasa gitna itong Colegio de San Juan de Letran Knights, EAC Generals at San Sebastian Golden Stags na naglalaban sa ika-4 na pwesto, at nasa ika-3 pwesto itong JRU Heavy Bombers. Gusto pa nilang hawakan yan at hindi na dumikit dun sa mga 6 ang talo na nakikipagpwestuhan pa.
Nakikita natin kung gaano kahigpit yung number 3 to number 6. Only 1 game separating those teams. At slight edge for the JRU Heavy Bombers unless they lose this game against San Beda. Pero balikan muna natin yung una nilang paghaharap dito sa ating Season 93. It was probably one of the lowest scoring games of the season. Tayong dalawa nag-cover nun. San Beda was slightly depleted as well because they didn't play Brel Bayo, Calvin Oftana because of stomach flu and nabibiasis. Si Robert Bolick din, hindi 100%. But we saw 2 rising stars, 1 from each team. San Beda getting that victory, 54-48 rather. Clint Doliguez and Aaron Bordon were the stars for that particular game. Nung ating first round, unang paghaharap ng dalawang kupunang to.
Perimeter scoring nga ang naging tema nung larong yon, Martin. Clint Doliguez, 22 points, 8 rebounds. Napili natin na best player nung larong yon. Matatandaan nga natin, nabanggit mo, mahirap kalaban ng amoebiasis, mahirap kalaban ng dehydration. I could speak from experience, but the San Beda Red Lions taming itong JRU Heavy Bombers 54-48. Perimeter scoring 27-11. Yun nga ang naging tema ng laro yun.
Clint Doliguez, by the way, was the only man in double figures in that game for the San Beda Red Lions. Sa kabila naman for JRU, Aaron Bordon again was the high point one. Pero puntahan natin yung JRU Heavy Bombers, and this guy on your screens, Jed Mendoza, despite a losing effort against the EAC Generals, napakasakit nun. They seemed like they were going to snap their losing streak in that particular game, pero nahabol sila, and EAC eventually took that victory. But it was a morale-boosting performance from Jed Mendoza, doing a little bit of everything for Coach Virgel Meneses.
Looking for a second scorer kay Tay Chodoro. Jed Mendoza has been playing consistent basketball ngayong season 93. Nung nakaraang laro, 22 points, 9 rebounds, 4 assists, 10 dun sa fourth quarter. Pero kung may babalikan siya, yun yung huling 4 na free throws niya, 3 ang himinintis niya. Icing on the cake sana yun para sa kanilang panalo. But the EAC Generals, nanakaw yung panalo yun towards the end game, 88-84.
And en route as well to their second straight loss dito sa ating second round, and nagpababa rin sa kanila to 7-5 sa ating team standings. But let's now move on to the other side of the court for the San Beda Red Lions. Now, the surprise thing for them this season is the emergence of this guy, JV Mocon, as a triple-double threat for the system of Coach Boyd Fernandez. And in their last game against the San Sebastian Golden Stags, he did just that rather against the defense of the Stags.
He has been completely a stat sheet stuffer for the San Beda Red Lions. We have been waiting for him since last year to really blossom into a complete player, into the go-to guy of the San Beda program. Last game, he shot 50% on 2-point field goals. 2 out of 3 sa 3-point field goals. Napakataas niyan. 17 points, 11 rebounds, 5 assists, and 2 blocks. Pinangunahan niya yung rebounding advantage ng San Beda, 45-25, na nag-convert sa 12 puntos sa fast break. Panalo, 76-65 itong San Beda Red Lions.
So let's see if JV Mocon can duplicate that, or will another player emerge for Coach Boyd Fernandez against, of course, the JRU Heavy Bombers. Pero puntahan natin ang kukumpleto ng ating broadcast team for the first game. Nandiyan ang diwata ng NCAA, si Roxanne Montealegre. Hey, Rox!
Hello, Martin and Coach Hammer, at sa mga kapamilya natin na sumusubaybay dito sa NCAA. Magandang hapon sa inyong lahat. Alam nyo, painit na ang laban ngayon, pero napakaganda ng aming question of the day. Marami kasing mga atleta na nag-aartista din. So ang tanong namin para sa inyo, sino ba ang NCAA player na may ka-look-alike na artista? Sagutin nyo ang tanong na yan using the hashtag NCAA Season 93, hashtag NCAA Strong. At para sa akin, yan ay si Robert Bolle. Kamukha niya ang paborito rin niyang artista sa Narcos na naging bilang Steve Murphy at siya si Boyd Holbrook. So if you agree, mag-tweet lamang kayo at marami pa kayong makikita dito sa eksena sa hardcourt. Punta lamang kayo sa sports.abs-cbn.com/livestream/NCAA kung aalis kayo because it's a Friday. Ano masasabi niyo dyan, Martin, Coach Hammer?
Great comparison.
Oo, yung bigote yun pala yung nagdadala. Kaya pala may bigote si Berto ngayon.
Pero katulad ng katabi ko, ang kalokalike niya si Jason Statham.
Wow. Ikaw may ka-look-alike ka ba?
Di ko sure. Di ba pinapakita?
Di ko pinapakita.
Pinaka-icon na si Andrew Garfield.
Ay, okay. Thank you, Rox.
Na Spider-Man.
Ayan. Ayun! Yes!
Wow!
Validation!
Pero may nagsabi, para daw mas kamukha mo si Garfield. The joke lang.
Grabe ka sa akin, Rox,
Martin, kamukha mo naman talaga. Ngiti pa lang. Ikaw na.
Maraming salamat, Rox. I will take that as the biggest compliment of the day that I've experienced and I've received so far. Pero hindi na po namin kayo paghihintayin pa dahil magsisimula na ang bakbakan ng JRU Heavy Bombers at San Beda Red Lions. Huwag kayong aalis, manatiling nakatutok dito sa SNA for the live and exclusive coverage of your NCAA Season 93.
Carl Bordon, point guard. Jed Mendoza, shooting guard.
Abdul Sawat, forward.
John Grospe, forward.
Abdul Wahab, center.
Joe Presbitero, point guard.
Devon Potts, shooting guard. Calvin Octana, small forward.
JV Mocon, power forward.
Ben Adamos, center.
Babalik tayo sa Phil Oil Flying V Center as we see starting lineups for both teams. Abdul Sawat in the starting lineup for Coach Rahel Meneses. This is his usual starting five for season 93. Sa kabila naman, Calvin Oftana inserted in the starting five along with Jomari Presbitero, their captain, by Coach Boyd Fernandez. Oftana, of course, not playing in the first round matchup against JRU. But Coach Martin, si Coach Boyd Fernandez, maagang-maaga dito sa ating laro, opting for a bigger lineup against JRU.
I like the positional versatility nitong team na to. 1 to 4, pwedeng mag-switch. Almost the same size. Kahit naglalaro ng point guard tong si Joe Presbitero, matangkad eh. Nasa 5'11", 6 flat nung batang to. Kayang switch to any position 1 to 4.
Right away, they get a basket to open the scoring in this game. Grospe from mid-range. Devon Potts snatching that rebound. Chris Presbitero, balik kay Mok on top with a key. 3 is short. Balik sa kabila. Bordon, Grospe. They swing it to Mendoza. Mendoza, double team. Mendoza gives it off to Sawat with 10 seconds to shoot. Sawat with a spin. Sawat fires, no good. But he gets the ball back, fresh 14 for the Heavy Bombers. Bordon, umatake. Check back out to no one.
You gotta
Yes.
credit that turnover dito kay Devon Potts. As you see him closing out, itong si Aaron Bordon, gusto nito nakakasayaw, nakakasukat dun sa defender niya. But kinukuha ni Devon Potts yung space. Nakita mo dun sa possession na yun. And we would want to see more of those coming from the defense of the San Beda Red Lions.
Switch, of course. The Red Lions right now are the number 1 team, number 1 defensive team in the league, only allowing 64.8 points per game. JRU naman, hindi nalalayo, pangalawa at 69.3 points per game. Adamos from mid-range. Oh, Presbitero will get it back. Adamos ulit, floater off the glass, no good. Mokon right there to clean it up.
Great creating of space para dito kay JV Mokon. Nakuha sa taas yung bola, ginamitan ng konting katawan, ginamitan ng mahabang galamay at nakakuha ng finish doon.
First 2 points for JV Mokon in the game. Sawat from the corner, too strong. JRU hasn't scored in the game. Drop off inside. Adamos, wala pa rin.
Really in the ball game, nakakatatlong shot attempt na ng malapit tong si Ben Adamos pero wala pa siyang nako-convert, Martin.
Let's go to Roxanne Monte Alegre for her first report. Rox?
Double digits lagi ang contribution ni JV Mokon sa San Beda Red Lions. At sabi nga niya, doble effort din daw siya lagi dahil para sa kanya, late bloomer siya pagdating sa basketball. High school lang daw sa kanya nagpresenta ang oportunidad para mag-tryouts. At kwento pa niya dito, nung bata pa siya, talagang gusto niyang sumali sa mga liga. Pero nahihiya daw siyang humingi ng pera sa kanyang mga magulang. Kaya ngayon lang daw siya bumabawi. Dagdag pa niya ang hindi daw niya malilimutan sa season ngayon ay ang kanilang talo sa LPU, which he converted naman into his confidence. Kasi sabi nga niya, na-damage ang kanilang ego noon, nasira ang kanilang kumpiyansa sa sarili, pero yun daw ang ginagamit nilang motivation ngayon with every game. So tingnan natin kung paano pa ulit siya magpapaksiklam sa larong ito. Coach Hammer and Martin.
Salamat, Rox. And so far in the season, we've seen the JV Mokon that Coach Boyd Fernandez wants to see playing for the Red Lions, averaging 12.2 points, 10 rebounds, and 3.3 assists. Amazing numbers. Finally, itong si JV Mokon coming out of his shell dito sa San Beda.
Suabing-suabe, finesse player talaga si JV Mokon. As you see that short jumper off that handoff action, sliding into the open space, a short corner, JV Mokon stroking it.
4th point for Mokon, 2 out of 4 so far from the field. Mendoza with a crossover, with a penetration. Foul on the floor on Ben Adamos.
Kuha niya yung bola sa taas on that challenge. Ito makikita mo on the penetration by Jet Mendoza. Kuha yung bola, but forward movement ni Jet Mendoza, tinamaan siya ni Ben Adamos side to side, so that's an automatic foul.
First, Jet Mendoza. Banggit natin at the top of the coverage was the high-point man for the Heavy Bombers, 22 points in that game against EAC.
Ang maglaro nito.
Go hard lagi.
Ang sarap panoorin.
Substitution here, Sawat. Lalabas muna, papalitan ng playing assistant coach of Coach Ferhel Meneses, Gio Lasqueti. 4-6 ang ating talaan. San Beda still in the lead. Devon Potts from the right wing. And Devon Potts knocks it down.
You see a different Devon Potts today. Medyo bouncy yung step niya. Mas maganda yung stroke niya. Nakikita mo lumalaban siya sa screens, staying in front of the man. Mas mukhang nakaka-recover niya siya from that the long summer. Nakuha na niya yung second win niya.
And he's coming off actually a very nice game against San Sebastian. 16 points with 3 out of 3 from the Rainbow Country. Presbitero. Oh, an offensive foul will be called on Ben Adamos, his second the opening quarter.
That's an interesting call by our referees. Maganda sana makita natin ulit yun. Dahil pa-dive itong si Ben Adamos. Pwede din siya talagang tawagan ng offensive foul margin. Ito, nakita mo to. It's a screen, it's a ball screen. Tapos pa-dive siya. Well, it's a bang-bang call. For me, it's not a foul dahil nag-brush off lang siya and then he dove. Wala namang any unnecessary action but the referee saw it differently and they called the foul.
Crucial foul as well dahil yan ang pangalawa niya. Yeah, inupo muna siya ni Coach Boyet. Papalitan siya or pinalitan siya ni Dono Tangwa. Devon Potts. Cross air on the other end. Lasqueti, double team, finds Grospe with space. Grospe, this is from mid-range and a foul on the rebound.
That's an obvious foul. That's a very good call. Nakikita mo, Marty, nagkakahawakan sa ilalim. Nagkalsuhan ng braso, kaya natawagan ng foul.
Nagtangwa matatawagan dito. Timeout. 9-4 ating talaan. San Beda ahead by 5. We'll be right back. Balik aksyon sa NCAA Season 93 and we were talking about Devon Potts, who we called Mr. Fourth Quarter last year. Had a nice game against San Sebastian, 16 points and 3 boards. Coach Martin, is this, you know, the turnaround game for Devon Potts this season?
The San Beda community has been waiting for him to really get into the groove of things. It's not going to give him an excuse, but having a long off-season, playing for certain tournaments to get his eligibility in the pro ranks, nakaka-apekto yan eh. Mileage yan sa makina ni Devon Potts. Pero nakikita natin yun, mas maliksi yung galaw niya, mas maganda yung bounce niya. Mukhang yun nga, second win. Saktong-sakto sa second round ng torneo natin.
For that game, he was only averaging 7.3 points per game.
A far cry from the 16.6 that he averaged last year leading the San Beda Red Lions, and he was top 5 in scoring sa ating liga.
9-4 our score. Wala mananatili sa defending champs with 5:15 remaining in the first. Bocon against Grospe. Great matchup here. Kicks it to Presbitero at the corner. Presbitero cradles the ball. Turnover for San Beda. Outlet pass. Mendoza, step back J. Knocks it down. Jed Mendoza. 4 points in the game.
Ganda ng separation na nagawa doon. And great forward pass by, I think, Aaron Bordon doon. Getting a mismatch on the big guy and having a short jumper para dito kay Jed Mendoza.
Oftana mula sa kanto. Wala. Moko on offensive board. And that's a foul on Aaron Bordon. Only the first team foul for the Heavy Bombers. Vivo, perfect shot, perfect selfie, perfect jump shot as well. Coming from Devon Potts. Unang dress niya dito sa ating laro. Speaking of three-pointers, Tate Chodoro entering the game for the first time as he will replace Aaron Bordon. Ocon drains the first free throw. Early activity from him. Coach Boyet. 6 points so far, make that 6 points. to lead the Red Lions here in the first period. Teodoro gets the screen. Oh! Abdul-Wahab not recognizing that play. Here's Mocon. Kicks it back out. Bolick with a save. And Beda slows it down. Espitero to Potts. He takes the three. Short, Mendoza. Great box out right there. Here's Teodoro. On the break, Teodoro high off the glass and in.
Dane Teodoro, alam nating gustong-gusto nilang kalaro itong San Beda Red Lions last year. Sila lang yung 2 beses tumalo. Kontrapelo talaga ng San Beda itong JRU.
Mga dyan, Coach Martin, 2 meetings nila last season. 4 lamang ang talo ng San Beda last season. 2 dun. Galing sa JRU. Foul is called on Irvin Crosby. Here's that play again earlier. And slight push off. And able to drain that jumper.
Tama naman yung kaha nito ni Dane Teodoro. Pagka kumontak, makakakuha talaga siya ng space. Kontra-tempo pa yung mga galaw.
Samantala, 5 on the floor for the Red Lions. Tangwa, Bolick, Potts, Mocon, and Abuda. As we see a miss from Donald Tangwa.
What about that help side defense ni Irvin Grospe? On the blind side, pag drop step nandoon na, kaya napakahirap na tira. Great defensive possession there for the JRU Heavy Bombers.
Nice play, extra pass, stolen away by Devon Potts. Go ahead pass, Tangwa finishes on the break.
Great hands there by the big guy, running his route properly, getting an over-the-shoulder pass and finishing it off the board.
That's great coordination from Donald Tangwa. Here's Crosby on the other end. Maikse yung kanyang jump shot. Mocon secures the board. Oh, almost a steal from Mendoza. San Beda will secure it. Here's Bolick. Pull up from 3. Too strong, and on the box out, a foul on Tate Teodoro.
Makikita mo, Martin, simula pa lang yung initiation. After the first entry pass, Robert Bolick kumuha ng high ball screen. Paglabas niya dun sa dive, may mismatch agad. Even if he doesn't make the shot, may foul sa box out.
Leads us to another timeout here, this time for the Red Lions. We'll be back here on NCAA Season 93. Back here at the Phil Oil Flying V Center for this Milo Nutriap galing move off the quarter. Donald Tangwa finishing that layup. And getting the 2 points for the Red Lions.
Ang tawag doon, running your route properly like a tight end. Position ko yan kaya itataas mo na lang yung kamay mo over the shoulder pass.
They might have gotten away with steps, but
legal na yan ngayon
legal
sa
na
FIBA.
yan.
Legal
Okay.
na yan sa FIBA.
This Abuda starting to play. Mocon, pinabantayan ni Sawat. Balik kay Abuda. 7 seconds sa shot clock ng Red Lions. But the turnover, bad pass from Abuda. Heavy Bombers naghahabol ng 5 with 2.5 minutes remaining. Our opening period. Mendoza with a Euro step. Lays it up and in.
Jed Mendoza is really fearless. Nabanggit ko to nung Tuesday nung kinover yung game nila against the EAC Generals. He plays a lot like Atonaga. Dating JRU player din. Nakalaban ko to, sobrang buong-buo yung loob. Nakakatuwa panoorin.
Bolick naman sa kabila. Missing on the step back. Tangwa, offensive board. Here's Bolick again. Attacks. Still no good for Bolick. Tangwa with his second offensive board in this sequence alone. They go to Mocon at the post. Mocon, double teamed. Gets it to Abuda somehow. And a foul on the floor.
Yung maganda yung defensive sequence ng JRU Heavy Bombers. As you see this great penetration by Jed Mendoza. Diniin talaga sa puso ng depensa. Going underneath the big guy. But going back to that defensive sequence, ang ganda nakaka-rotate sila. Ang problema lang hindi nila na-finish yung play. It's finishing strong and getting that rebound. That's very important.
So far for the Red Lions here in the first, only shooting 29%. It's 5 out of 17. But despite that, they have the 5-point lead.
To have 17 shots in one quarter, that means that you're getting a lot of offensive rebounds and a lot of fast break opportunities.
Todoro, binigay kay Mendoza. Here's Jed, puts it up. Tangwa with the board. Robert Bolek pushing the basketball. Soberano sees the opening, but is called for the traveling violation.
Yeah, interesting din yan yung off the windshield wiper move. Maraming players kasi naaangat yung pivot foot, but there are certain rules now that were changed sa FIBA. So we'll see if the referees, our officiating crew would be implementing it.
Matala back-to-back turnovers from both teams as we approach the last minute of the first period. Robert Bolek. They rotate the ball to Abuda. Cross-court pass, Soberano. Great closeout from JRU. Tangwa with a spin. Tangwa with a basket.
Talk about footwork right there. Hindi na siya wala nang shadow of doubt na traveling yung ginawa niya. Getting a face basket, pump fake, get the drop step in, up and under, quick basket.
That stretches the lead to 7 points. 17-10. Foul in the meantime against the Red Lions. As we take a look at this move, a spin cycle. Of course, going last is Donald Tangwa.
Yan ang importante sa mga big guys. For the young kids watching right now, get your footwork right. Dahil nakakagalaw ka ng maayos, nalilinlang mo yung defender, nakakuha ka ng magandang porsyento na tira.
Gusto niyo po nang magpapaturo or magtuturo sa inyo, nandito po si Coach Hammer. Gonna teach you footwork as well as strength and conditioning. May bonus pa. Teodoro with daylight. Oh, that's short. Here's Bolek pushing the ball. Almost losing it. Yes, that completes a turnover. Number 6 for San Beda with the 2.2 seconds remaining. Coach Boya telling Bolek to relax, slow it down. That marks the end of the first period. 7-point advantage for the San Beda Red Lions, 17-10. Take a look at the highlights of the opening period. That was the first basket for JRU, courtesy of Aaron Bordon. Devon Potts also got it going with that 3-pointer. Jed Mendoza, high-point man for JRU, 6 points. I was one of his baskets. Tangwa with getting involved in the scoring as well. That's 4 points. JV Momon in that first also had 6. Ating pagbabalik, second period of this game. You guys are watching the live and exclusive coverage of the NCAA season 93.